Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second set of the Round of 36 Group J First Series, Baby versus Hero. And I promise I will do a better job of keeping their names straight this time. We've got Baby starting out in the top left in yellow, the Terran player, and Hero starting out in the top right in blue, the Zerg player from SDX Seoul. And this map is going to be Fighting Spirit. In that first set, we saw both players going mass air, cloaked wraiths, 2-port cloaked wraiths versus a 2-hatch Muta. And Baby, with just superior micro, was able to take Hero down. Some very good play there by Baby with some fantastic micro, Lita-esque wraith micro, and getting that win. So very nice there by Baby to get that early win. And let's see what Hero has to offer here in the next set. As I said before, ZVT is not his forte, and hopefully he's got something planned here if he wants to advance to face J-Dong and try and get to the round of 16. He's gonna need to come up with something here, whether it's maybe a little bit different a build, maybe do a lurker opening instead of a Mutalisk opening. It could be that I don't know what he's really gonna do though. He really got his Mutalisk opening really got pounded in that first game, so he cannot be very confident heading into this game. His Mutalisk micro just didn't look that up to par, to be honest. It just didn't look that good, and Baby was able to take Hero down. So we'll see what Hero's got in store here. I'm gonna assume it's Fighting Spirit 204 player map, so I'm gonna assume that we're gonna see a 12 hatch. That is pretty much standard on Fighting Spirit at this point, and yeah, that looks like exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see a 12 hatch. And Baby probably just going to go 1 racks into CC. Going to go really standard builds here early on from both these players. Nothing special, I don't think. Fighting Spirit has turned into a pretty standard map unless Flash decides to go like 8-9 racks or something. And try to rush Calm and I forget who. I think he rushed Calm and someone else and actually succeeded both times, which was pretty ridiculous. But yeah, that is what that's what some players do, but for the most part, this is a non-rush map. It's a heavy macro map, 12 bases, 4 mains, 12 gases. It's just a huge macro fest, and there's no reason not to play it macro style. If you try to turn it into something that it's not, you're just playing with fire, in my opinion, and you got to be careful there. And it looks like a little drone SUV fight going on here, and the drone actually might be able to get some more damage going on here, but the racks does finish, so now that drone's not going to have much of a chance of doing any more damage. Probably should send it home before a Marine pops out and pops it. But yeah, it does look like it's heading home. That would be the far superior decision here from Hero. Baby scratching his head here at the start of the game, thinking, 2-port wraiths worked last time. Will it work again? I wonder. But no, he's not going to go 2-port wraiths. We don't even have a gas up here. We do have a 3rd hatch coming up here, so 3 hatches coming up for Hero, and 1 racks into CC from Baby, no gas. So this is going to be a pretty standard Medic and Marine build here to start out with. Finally a gas for Hero as well, so probably going to see a 3-hatch Muta. Pretty normal play on this map. Good for your eco, good for some harassment if you got good Mutalisk micro. If Baby can come up, or if Hero can come up with some better Mutalisk micro in this game, he'll be in have a chance at it. 2nd rack's coming up as well for Baby. Going to get some Marines out just to counter if there is some a Zergling pop out, like a sudden Zergling infestation in his base. He needs to be able to counter that, so that's why we see both racks going down, as well as a refinery coming up as well. That command center should be very nearly done by now. We should be able to see a SCV transfer pretty soon. The 3rd hatchery is almost done as well for Hero, and yeah, I'm interested to see what how good his Mutalisk micro is in this game. I got to assume that that's what he's going to go for, and then it's not going to be like 3-hatch all-in-lings or something crazy like that. That would just be a little bit too ridiculous, and I don't think Hero would do that. We do have a layer morphing at the natural expansion, just trying to hide it for a few seconds, trying to throw Baby in for a little bit of a loop. We do have the SCV transfer going on there, but I'm sure Baby expects this. He probably doesn't even need to actually see it to know that it's coming, unless Hero's going to go all out on the fake and maybe start popping a lot of Zerglings out of his main hatchery to try and make it look like maybe he's producing a ton of lings. That would be a really epic way to deceive someone if he just, every egg out of his main was Zerglings right now, and try to convince Baby that he was going all in lings or something. But doesn't look like he was thinking that far into the ridiculous mind games thought processes. And yeah, just gonna play pretty normal here. That sort of stuff just usually doesn't work for the most part. Just usually a second SCV will come out and see it, or something along those lines, and it just ends up not working. And this is gonna be a lurker opening. We got a Hydra's Den coming up, so it's gonna be a 3-hatch Hydra build lurker opening, not a Mutalisk opening. So it looks like like me, Hero is not so confident in his Mutalisk micro, and he's gonna start out with some lurkers, see if he can catch Baby off guard a little bit. We've got Consat stations coming up, so Baby should actually have enough scans to deal with this. He should have 4 or 5 scans by the time lurkers start popping out. He should be able to have that many scans pretty easily stored up. We have a Spire coming up as well. Interesting. We've got a Spire and Den coming up. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'm not really so sure about this one, but yeah, gonna have both out. I hope he's not, I don't know. Hydra Muto would be really, really weird. I thought this was going to be just straight up lurkers, get your third base up and running off of that lurker opening, and then go to high tech from there. But we have this Spire coming up, which is kind of throwing me in for a little bit of a loop. And we'll see what he decides to produce out of that. How many Mutalisk and maybe Scourge, but Scourge just doesn't seem very wise, unless he really thinks there's going to be a rush of Science Vessels. And we got some Zerglings actually sneaking into the main of Baby, and actually are going to get up the ramp as well. But there are some reinforcing Marines, and those are going to be enough to hold them out. And another batch of Medic and Marine and a couple Fire Bats have actually pushed out towards Hero's base, and Hero actually responding with 4 Sunken Colonies. Really only needed 3, in my opinion, to deal with this. 4 is a little bit of overkill, but not too epic of a, not too big a mistake or anything, but just one of those little things where most player would just throw down 3 Sunken Colonies and be in good shape. But Hero here deciding to throw down 4, and it gives him some extra defense. But at the same time, it's one of those he's not cutting a corner that I think he should be trying to cut. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Is that you need to cut corners in the professional levels of StarCraft, and this is a corner that he should have cut, but unfortunately did not. Overlord getting picked off here at the bottom right as this Bioforce heads down to that position. Do have Hydralisk out now, and are there going to be lurkers? Are there going to be lurkers? We have the Spire still out as well. Looks like Hero's waiting for okay, yes, we are going to see lurkers. I'm so confused by this Spire. This is such a weird thing to have this Spire up. I would much rather have him not spend the 200 minerals on that Spire and get a third base up earlier following his lurker opening. But I don't know if he was worried about. I don't know. I mean, if he was worried about rates, he would have been fine with Hydralisks for the most part. I don't think he really needed to be that concerned, especially considering his drone scout got in there and saw the 1 racks into CC, so he should have been pretty sure that there wouldn't be a Wraith opening. This is just, that Spire just seems quite wasteful to me, and unless we see that turn into something, we'll have to see if that ends up being significant. We got a couple lurkers out right now, going to the 3 o'clock position, going to defend now what is going to be his third base cup and coming. They're not burrowing; they're just going to chill for now. And lurkers got maybe some stop lurkers. I hope that these are some